Warning, the following content may trigger you. Folks, I've got a diabolical update to bring you in relation to the New Orleans jail escape that is still underway right now. Fugitive manhunt still currently active, searching for the final two remaining escapees, Derek Groves and Antoine Massey. Potentially two of the worst of the escapees still out here among us. But today we're going to speak specifically about one of those two remaining fugitives, Antoine Massey, because I'm running across a video of a family member of this fugitive, and it kind of sounds like she's blaming all of us for what's going on with this situation involving a manhunt to capture this dangerous, violent criminal, and saying that it was the likes of the media that's portraying him to be a monster. Again, let me remind you before we look at this video that one of this guy's charges is a rape charge. So just let that sink in. We're going to go through his lengthy criminal history, including what he's locked up for right this second. But let's start this video listening to who I believe is the aunt of Antoine Massey, saying it was all of us, the media especially, who has made Mr. Massey out to be a monster. Yeah, I can't wait to hear this bullshit. Antoine Massey's aunt speaks out after nephew's jail escape in New Orleans. Y'all making him out to be a monster. Who is y'all?
That can speak up right now, because I'm the matron of this family right now. My mama is too sick for this. My daddy too old for this. And my sister, she the last one y'all want to hear from right now. But this right here pertains to Antoine Massey. If you don't have no type of consideration for our family, bruh, I get it. I understand. I can't control social media. I cannot control what people do on here. And Lord, forgive me for cursing, because I'm not even that type of broad no more. I done buried her a long time ago. But right now, our family is going through. You is opening up old things that we are trying to bury.
Who's y'all and words she referring to right here? Talking about y'all did this, ripping open old wounds. What about the victim of this guy? We're going to talk about him at all? I know we're not victim shaming in this situation, are we? What right did this lady have to jump on here and go for this? I want to say this. It is an unfortunate situation that the family feels the effects of this situation just as much as everybody out here in the free world who is uneasy or on edge because this escapee and manhunt is still currently underway. But if you want to be pointing the finger in this situation, I don't know why you're pointing the finger at me or anybody else who's been covering this story. You need to be pointing the finger at your damn nephew. He's the one that did all of this.
We are trying to bury them. Y'all making my nephew out to be a monster. He is not a monster. Is Antoine a problem child? Of course. Anybody who know us know that. Has Antoine been a problem since they won? I need for y'all to lift this family up in prayer. To tell.
Listen, real quick, I hate to jump in here and do this, but the comment section to this video is absolutely diabolical. Somebody actually left a comment and said, Buddy's probably hiding behind that shower curtain. Hilarious, but there's nothing to laugh about in this situation. I don't know why you're yelling and cussing so much at me. Like, I'm really taking personal offense to this because I've been covering this story since essentially day one. But it is what it is. Again, we're doing a lot of finger pointing, but we're pointing that finger in the wrong direction, when essentially we should be pointing that finger inward. And not even at yourself, but at the guy sitting there right beside you and potentially hiding behind the shower curtain. Have the police been to visit you yet? I'm quite certain since dropping this video, they have been. Lady, be lucky you're not finding yourself incarcerated like the 13 others who are for aiding and abetting.
Where y'all at, man? Do y'all want to relive this again? Y'all still ain't healed from my brother day. Y'all still ain't healed from his day. And y'all gonna watch this go down in national TV, bro. I'm trying not to get upset because I've been crying all day at work today and I had to flip tables in there. This not his.
She's talking about flipping tables. I'm sorry to hear about that. And look, I hate to see this woman so upset by this. Obviously, she is a family-oriented person. But it is a damn shame what's going on, and that this has been so publicly made. National news, national coverage. You know, you probably have news people out in front of your house trying to talk to you, and if they weren't before, they probably will be now. But again, you can't be mad at nobody but your own damn nephew. And I don't know why you're sitting here trying to paint him out to be something that he's not. Because, in my opinion, he's exactly what the media's painted him out to be. A freaking monster.
It's fault, y'all, and I'm not taking no sides.
Sure sounds like you are.
I'm not trying to make excuses for him.
I really got to jump in here. I'm sorry, ma'am. But you said you're not taking any sides. I'll be damned. That's all you're doing in this.
But this not for him, y'all. Because trust me, he's scared right now.
Scared?
He's scared. He want to go home. Because he...
If by home you mean back to jail, I don't believe that. Go home where? Talking about he's scared. He weren't scared when he was going through them pipes behind that damn jail wall. It didn't look scared to me right there at all. In fact, I don't believe that this guy's scared in the slightest. This man is smart, calculated, conniving, and clearly experienced when it comes to escapes. Mind you, this is his 4th escape. Okay, this is nothing new to him. He's not new to this. He's true to this, as the saying goes.
The type of he will make decisions and think afterwards.
Hold on.
Because he not all there.
She said he's the type of N-word who will make decisions and think afterwards. Lady, that sounds like a threat. How are you going to sit here and say that he's not a monster, but then turn around and say he's not all there and he's the type of N-word who will make decisions and think afterwards? You know what? I actually see some truth in that. Because he made some decisions that ended him up getting locked up for the umpteenth time, and he thought about it afterwards. And what did he think to do? Escape. Again, also, let me reiterate, Antoine Massey, undoubtedly the mastermind behind this escape. Since we've been covering this story, when Sterling Williams, the first person to be incarcerated, civilian-wise, jail worker, maintenance man who cut off the water, he said, and no idea whether there's any truth to it or not, that it was this guy who said if he didn't do this, he was going to shank him.
Am I saying he don't know right from wrong? Yes, he know right from wrong. He grown. But the system raised him. He been in jail 14 years of his life.
She didn't say 40, and I know that that's what that sounded like. I believe that she meant 14. Because, folks, I've also ran across another video. And I don't know if this video was filmed since his escape with Buddy on the run, but there's people who are saying that it is. I've ran across a video of this guy living it up out in society, cannonball diving up into a pool, saying that it's been 14 years since he's been able to swim.
Come home, domestic violence, he back in there. All he wanted to do is see his mama who just come home. All he wanted to do is see his baby graduate. But we the only one that can speak up.
And sorry, that's where that video cuts off at and starts to replay again. You know, again, I'm not trying to, crack any jokes in relation to this lady. And I understand that this is a very powerfully and emotionally charged situation. But your nephew is a freaking monster. Let me be the first to put that label on Buddy. And if you don't believe me, well, let's go ahead and go down the rabbit hole a little bit, shall we? New Orleans fugitive Antoine Massey eludes capture post-escape. What's his story? The escape involved 10 inmates. Massey remains the only one who has not been captured. When did this story came out? This story came out today. What? Derek Groves, New Orleans jail escape. No, this story is wrong. It would be all over the news if they captured Derek Groves. So again, I don't know if I've shared this here. I was talking about this on a live stream that I've done where you run across a lot of bad information. For them to say that this is the only guy that still remains a fugitive, the story came out today. It's bad information. And I don't even really feel good even sharing anything from this because it's not just Antoine Massey who's still on the run. It's Derek Groves as well, too. So let's just skim through this thing real quick because I just want to know what his criminal history is. Now, prior to coming to this story, what brought me here was I just Googled Antoine Massey's charges. And what Google tells me, his criminal record encompasses charges such as kidnapping, domestic assault, and auto theft. Notably, in November of 2024, Massey was accused of a violent attack on a woman who had reported him for a previous assault. So you be the judge. Also, this story is being reported by BET, and I haven't read or shared one story from this media source. But let's just see what they say in relation to this guy's charges. They said Massey has a history of escapes dating back to 2007, including incidents in 2019 and 2023. His criminal record encompasses charges such as kidnapping, domestic assault, and auto theft. Notably, in 2024, Massey was accused of a violent attack on a woman who had reported him for a previous assault. They say Antoine Massey is a Houdini. I have seen that the reward money has been increased for information leading to the apprehension of these final two escapees, up to $50,000. I haven't seen anything talking about reward money that's been dished out up until this point. And you got to know that there's some people who are probably eagerly awaiting that $20,000 payday. I wonder if they'll parade them around like it's a lottery winning with a big old check. Probably not, because nobody would want that type of attention for calling a tip line and getting somebody turned in. That's all that I've got in relation to this. I just wanted to bring you guys this video that I ran across of Antoine Massey's aunt basically calling all of us the problem, and it's not him, it's us and the media, and it's you and it's me. But she did say that he was a problem child his entire life. She said he's not all the way there up in his head, so she basically called him slow. She said she wasn't picking sides, but clearly it sounded like she was. But hey, it's family after all, so that is at least understandable. But to jump on the internet and really try to take up for this guy, I hate to say it, but ain't nobody going for that. Not now, not later. He was raised in the system. That's unfortunate. I know a lot of people who have been. I know people who have been who have turned their lives completely around. They're far and few between, but those are the real heroes, in my personal opinion. And unfortunately, your nephew, Antoine Massey, is exactly what the media is painting him out to be. He's an escapee with a $50,000 bounty, and he's a monster as well. Folks, just wanted to share this with you. Really hope you found some interest in this. If you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you've thought about this. And if you aren't subscribed to After Prison Show, but you're finding interest in this content and find yourself here, hey, please consider subscribing and turning on bell notifications so that you never miss an upload from us. It would greatly be appreciated and would also certainly go a long ways to helping to support this channel. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!